Thank you for joining me. Today I'm covering Moon in Aquarius. As you know, I do Sidereal zodiac. So, Moon in Aquarius. Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, planet of patience, hard work, obstacles, and it's also co-ruled this sign with Rahu, which is the north node of the moon, which is all about um, magnifying everything, making things bigger. It's an unpredictable node. Nodes are unpredictable anyway, unconventional, and he rules technology. So this is a fixed sign. It's an air sign. It's male, and the symbol is a picture. And it's the 11th natural sign of the zodiac, so which is all about the groups, networking, and connections. As we discussed in the intro, just to give you a little taste of this, the moon is about the mind, happiness, emotions, memory, how we react to things, our inner world, emotional security, inner child, how receptive we are, mental health, and also how we see our mum, and also a little bit about our home environment as well. And Saturn is a planet of luck, indicator of career. It's about patience and hard work, old people, karma that we are working through in this lifetime and accumulate for the next, if you believe in that. Disabled people, sickness, consistency, being dutiful, and lots of other things. So, and wherever Saturn goes in your chart, you have to put a lot of effort into that. And Rahu, which is odd, it's about foreign, unusual things. It's a little bit of an eccentric and wants fame. So Moon Aquarius brings all these flavors together, really. So, and as we said before, all of these depends. I'm going to give you about the higher octave of this placement. But obviously you have to realise that Mars, Saturn and the nodes make a big difference to the happiness of any planet and the house they sit in as well, because they're impacting it. So, and then the house number as well that they're in. So that will again make a difference. Anyway, so Aquarius. Aquarius is a fixed male sign. So fixed signs generally are a little bit like, if they have an opinion or something, you can't really shift it. They are quite fixed, as we said. So they're quite stubborn. Of all the stubborn signs, which we have two others, Leo and Taurus, and this has got to be the most. It's funny because they probably think they're not, but they're really, really stubborn. They probably let you think that, yes, I see your point. Maybe they do, but they're really fixed. They can't really change anything. So anyway, so if they have, as we said, if they have a thought or something, good luck changing that. On the surface, though, they are very easygoing, but it's not really who they really are. They are a little bit of an eccentric, and they're non-conformist. They're not bothered about keeping up with the Joneses, the whole normal life that most of us are told is normal, which is like getting married, having a house, good career, 2.4 kids, maybe a dog, a car, living in the suburb. That is not an Aquarian thing. They don't care for that. They're more about there could be others that they are, don't get me wrong, but generally speaking. But they're more about connections, really. Connections and networking, connecting with friends and associates, people they do things with. So whether it's like a chess group, basketball, some political group, something like that. They love chit-chatting and sharing ideas. This is really very much about sharing ideas with others. They use their connections, though, to help others, and they gain through their friends and networks normally. Because obviously 11th house is house of gains, so and obviously they try to influence their friends and networks for the causes they're working on. It's a sign that's co-ruled by two planets. So it's, and one of them, North Node of the Moon, Rahu, is very unpredictable, very different. So the results can be a little bit unpredictable as well. They are taboo breakers and they do think outside the box. And I guess, and it's like a sign of the inventors as well. I guess if it wasn't for Aquarius, we wouldn't have so many discoveries, and we will still be, like without mobile phones and all of that kind of things. All of those things are a result of the 11th house and Aquarius. So they can be a bit detail focused as well, as a sign because of Saturn, and but they want to know how things work. They have that kind of a mind, but they are detached and cool. So it's quite difficult to actually emotionally connect with an Aquarian because of Saturn. But whereas before, the other sign that, Capricorn is a bit more earthy. This one is more air, so it's really hard to connect. Communications will be the only way they will connect with you. Like other air signs like Gemini and Libra, they want to communicate, be with friends, and just connect through that, really. The mothering will be similar as well and can be cold and unavailable. But it will be, unlike Capricorn, Capricorn is quite a conservative sign. But this sign is a little bit different, a bit diverse, and as a result, the mother can be a little bit of an eccentric. They might have actually had been in the, you can say like hippies of the 60s and 70s, where they were going on protests, war in Vietnam, they were against that, causes, and they wanted to live off the land and change the conservative way that we were all brought in to, just like, you got to live like this and we all got to be the same. They don't want that. They don't want that kind of thing. They can also be interested in humanitarian environmental issues as well. And they try to solve issues by rational look at things. They can come across a little bit selfish, yes, unavailable and aloof. So they have to realise that, if you're working with a child or in a relationship, you want to just embrace that a little bit more. And they probably have a really big network of friends. It doesn't mean that they're necessarily very, very close with them, but friends and connections like that and sharing their passions is so important. So they could be in a music band, and they know a lot of people, and it's influential as well. Placement. 7 houses from Aquarius is Leo. So they would look for somebody who is a leader, who has status, because they look good next to them. They make a powerful couple, really, and they will use that to network again. So you'll probably find a lot of very powerful men have got wives, or the other way around, powerful ladies who've got husbands who use their spouses' connections to do charity events and humanitarian events and bringing people together, which is great. So they naturally will attract. They will attract it to more sort of leaders, if you like. So obviously, the more sort of extreme version of that is somebody who's quite rigid, and that can make the family or the relationship suffer. But they are there for the people. This is a humanitarian sign. It's if it wasn't for them and the technology and the environmental issues that they brought into our attention, we would not really know how we're actually hurting our earth. So people with moon in this sign are people like Diana, Princess of Wales, Jessica Alba, Victoria Beckham, Woody Allen, and James McAvoy. Right, I'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much.